and fingers pointing forward. Everybody do this. Grab with your hand, lock the habaki in. Now you have your hand in, you're going to push the whole apparatus in as you move back with your right foot. Kind of orient it. You're going to hide that with your movement. Now, right hand covers the inside. Remember, something's going to change. Bring your right hand here, then your left hand here, and then out. Deep breath, right? So the breath control will come. Some schools tend to focus too much on breath control early. Breath control means nothing if you're dead. Okay, so what's important is develop the physical motions, and then as you learn to relax, we start bringing the breath in, and you relax even further. But I don't want you to focus so much on breathing. Just don't hold your breath the whole exercise. Okay? So one last part. If you watch me here while you're facing me. 1, 2. Now watch all together. See this line right here? Everybody see this line? Move around so you can see this. See this line? This is the line I cut on. This is the line I shuffle on. This is the line I start my zanshin. Now I'm creating space. Now as I bring it down, watch. I completely come off that line at a 45, but my sword is on that line. That's the important lesson here with this monto. To get your body off that center line. All right, let's move together. So again, we just finished our cut. And everybody come forward a little bit so you have room to move. Okay. Just finished our cut. Shuffle step seigan. Right foot back, all the way on the left leg. Drop the sword straight. Now left foot moves 45, yoko chiburi. Okay. Make sure this knee points at a 45 or 90. Don't have your knee here because you can't shift your weight to it. Okay. Left hand slaps. Bring it out and down. Slide up halfway. Slide in the rest. Elbow touching the body, right elbow. Thumb over. Fingers out, grab, lock the habaki. The whole sword's extended. Now I'm going to move back with my right foot. I push it back in. Still ready to draw if I have to. Right hand follows. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Now I want you to focus just on that part on your own. I want everybody to do 5. Hi. Find some space.
If people on TikTok can tap the screen a few times, we'd greatly appreciate it. This is RVA Katana in Richmond, Virginia. We're going to open up shop in about 5 minutes or so. Once the class is over, you can see there are a lot of swords on the wall. Actually, a lot more swords on the wall than there used to be. But we will basically fill the floor with sword racks. Thank you, hands and hammers.
Reduce and make it just one.
Good morning, Celtic Knight.
Come forward a little bit more. You guys, Chris and come up here. That touching? It was.
This is John behind the camera here. What makes an exceptional sword in terms of quality versus an average and beginner? Hey, Steve. And yes, they are practicing with their own swords for the most part. So exceptional sword starts with the blade and basically the kind of steel that's used, the temper process, the polishing, that's kind of where a lot of it is. The next is the fittings and then how it is built together. And how it's all put together. So for example, like what is the handle like? Because if this is a sword you're going to be practicing with day in, day out, you want like a really nice handle versus if it's something that you're going to use mostly for display, you don't need such a nice handle. You don't need to put that extra like couple $100 in investment in a handle. Yep, gray hair man is very good. Mahara, I think we're going to unbox tomorrow. I think we're getting some cloud hammers in. Hey, John Vert in the house. People here on TikTok, or sorry, on YouTube, follow Addicted to Blaze. Is he some awesome cutting? Definitely John's voice. Setegata.
Good. All right, and stop right there. So you see we're creating distance. Distance is time. The more distance I have between Chris and I, the more time I have to detune the situation, to talk it out. I'm not Scott, that's Scott. Scott's Asian. I'm John. I can
Obviously very ugly compared to.
prepare my weapons. See my 5 head? Hey, he gives me shit all the time. I can prepare my weapons, I can protect others, I can survey my environment, I can look at exit. So creating space is really, really important. Remember, early on, you suck. Your level of skill isn't good. You don't want to be this close to a trained warrior, right? You want to create space because you're probably going to do this.
The room is small, but the
You're gonna
thing
make
is that
mistakes,
what a
right?
small room does
If you
teach
give
you is
yourself
awareness.
distance and time,
You
give
become
yourself
very
time to
aware of the
overcome
people
that. What if
around
you
you.
trip a little bit? Now, if he's a trained, skilled
So
fighter,
ideally we would
and I
like that
trip
bigger
right here,
space,
I'm
yes
probably
we
gonna
would,
die.
but
But
there
maybe if
are
I
lessons to
trip
be
10 feet
learned in
away,
small
I
spaces
may
as well.
recover. So this whole process from the first version is create space, take space, and create space. And there's a Japanese term for that. It's called kukan. Say it, kukan. Kukan is the empty space. And we have a pseudo Scots stupid saying. Empty space, is that what you create? Say it. Create this space. In the space I'm occupying, I create this space. Okay? This falls into, as we move on through more of the kata, this
These
term
are
becomes-
practice swords, they are not
becomes more and more relevant to you. Okay? Let's line up. Anybody have any questions? Good class, everybody. So
Alright, class
what
is
we
about to
learned
end,
today,
so we are gonna
focus on a new
open
Tsubuki method
up
allows
the
you
shop and you can
focus
watch
on
us
your
as
upper
we
body and get those angles.
transform
And
this
then
from
move
training
it
space
together.
to
When
sword
you
store.
move forward, you change your angle to something changed. It should, and now you have a point of reference. Okay. And we worked on Sono Ni. Anybody learn anything today?
I learned something really important with Sono Ni, and that is after you've drawn your sword and it's over your head, to close your palm a little bit, to lift the point up. Because, yeah, then you don't have to worry about stepping.
Right. But the problem for a lot of students, when you tell them to do that, look, the hand's already traveling in front, and now the cut is reduced 30%, right? So it's a very small thing. So this is the big lesson here is when you're a teacher, have the student really exaggerate this motion. You really get that shoulder back, Happo Sabaki, right?
If it's
First thing
freezing,
you
it
learn
builds
in
character.
practice. You see, watch. Yeah. Good. Anybody else?
Yeah, having a wakazashi definitely helps me clear this because not having it there, I just can't really visualize it.
Yeah, a lot of people study different sword arts, even Gendai or Koryu, when they don't train with this, as the samurai did, there's a lot of bad habits, and you don't really understand Saibiki if you don't, you're not gonna grab your sword like this. And they'll always say, oh, I'll just pull it out. But then you watch them do it, and they don't do it, and you watch them, and they falter. So having this here definitely forces you to not only focus on the draw, clearing this, but also watch here on the noto. Here I'm coming out. I totally clear this.
If you don't come out, you can't.
Yeah, you can't do it. So if you don't have one, just get a stick or just a wooden one, like Danny has. Anything's fine, but will really help you develop good habits. Okay? Hey, nobody got the rest of that.
Yeah, training with
That's
your
the
nodes would
class.
be not
You're
fun.
dismissed.
All right, we're gonna set this baby up. Thank you, Scott, for the class. The empty space between his ears. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
The empty space he creates between his ears.
Yeah.
Chris, can you throw my yellow bag right there? Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Our single edged swords. Only before we fix that, I'm gonna show you how.
Yeah, I saw that road was closed off. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I'm like,
I think it's
okay.
the only reason I knew. because I saw a truck turn down the road, I'm like, oh, I can take a left here. Because usually I'm going, like, even if I'm going 25, I can't tell why to turn down, I don't want to like end up on a one way.
Oh, I just went down there and then.
Chris, there's been a serious lack of wakazashi things. That's the holdup right now. But I was thinking, if you want to go through Phoenix Arms, we can get you that turtle. You said you wanted a turtle Tsuba.
It doesn't even matter, I mean, that's less important, yeah. You want to take this?
Yeah, you just look at this Tsuba there.
Oh, okay.
Turtle?
Yeah, like if you said you wanted a turtle, that's
Yeah.
the only turtle one that I know of.
I like that. That's cool.
But we can get that, and we can get them made. And the thing is that they're much better with their wrap now.
Okay.
It's much tighter than they used to be, so they improved a lot. So
Okay.
that's something it would actually bring down the cost quite a bit.
So what do you think?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Oh my god, man, I'm
Yeah.
all in.
Anything I need to send you
Freaking amazing.
information on?
If you can send me the details of what you want again,
Okay, okay.
I'm just kind of tired of waiting for a hammer, because I was like, I keep on asking about the wakazashis, like,
Yeah, specifically after it falls on wakazashi blades.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you another message,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Thank you.
Can I get one with like the cherry blossoms on this too?
Yeah,
I
of
like
course.
the horse just spawns there.
There's so many different types of cherry blossoms, right?
Yeah, like, I would love that.
Quick cherry blossom, 2 people like, and then we can get it done.
Awesome, thank you.
So we're starting the back frame here. The back rack sort of demarks the the retail space, so to speak. There are anime swords. I'm going to open up this one here.
I hate Souls games. Not every Souls game. No. I don't wanna have to play and then
Let's
play and be
alternate.
tortured. I don't care.
Haley?
Look, I think it might not be as difficult as Souls, it might be you need more Souls light. Or Souls light.
Since it-
That's what most RPGs are.
It's okay if I wear this.
Then just wait for us to have
Yeah, okay. I probably should not use this.
No,
Just use the wooden part.
The whole
it
thing.
has Souls
Yeah,
in
okay.
it,
It just,
okay,
it
I
just
don't
doesn't
care.
fit.
Fine, just be sad.
Yes, I will be. I've been sad.
Enjoy your game.
It sits in there and it's not.
It's fine, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Elden Ring, and it's been a while since I actually picked the game up again. I was playing it for a long time when it came out, and I didn't beat it. I just kind of got bored of it.
I overnight by the time I got to
Never played it.
the second chapter, I was like level 106.
I think I'm gonna
So
play,
I
Scott's gonna play with me.
what's it called?
because I would go around and explore shit so much.
I beat
Because
that
I couldn't
game.
beat one of those early bosses, like dragons, and all the dragons hooked up to it. So I just end up overloading because every time the run backs, I would kill everything in my way. So I was just dancing. And I would just keep building up souls that would be constantly picked up every time I died. So when I finally beat the boss, I had like 600 souls in the or 600,000 souls in the deposit for just the run backs.
It was the first one I tried as well. I really tried to get into it.
This one for me would be,
Is that weird? I don't know.
No, that's perfectly fine. That means you're doing what you're supposed to
Oh,
do.
here's another good what?
At Japanese sword art study, we can.
Yes.
6 or something before I even got to the fire giant. And I actually, I just put everything, I originally I was doing.
You still live?
Yeah, we're live.
And stuff, and you know what? Nah. So I grabbed the guns and just started.
This is
Okay.
Cloud Hammer, goodness.
Here are colored blades on one side, kogatana on the other side.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
so there's another thing I did that, kind of like the farming where you go to that giant dead white dragon.
These are Dragon Spring Forge, formerly Heaven and Earth.
So I'm like, alright, you know what, I want another.
Getting a lot more wakazashi from them.
Oh, yeah. They do a good job with their wakazashis.
Yeah.
It's a really good price. It's good value. Yeah, we're gonna be changing the layout of the shop because we've run out of rack space. So yeah. Are these real katana or things like you find at the mall? No, they're definitely not. These are full tang sharp swords.
They're not mall hangers.
They are not mall hangers. Yeah, full tang and sharp, as Jill says. Let's see. All right, we are more or less set up. Hey, Cavalry General, great to have you here. Hello, Madesh over in India. Thank you for joining in. As you can see, we have about 500 different types of swords, and we're running out of space.
Dude, this Scottish short sword is really hard. This Toby got in, this Kingston arms.
Yeah.
I love this. This is cool. Have you?
Yeah, I played with it.
I was-
Yeah, it's very nimble. It's kind of like the. It's actually very similar. It's very similar to the side sword.
Yes, yes, very similar to that. I just love it. It's just, I was grabbing it all day yesterday. Oh, yeah, it's very similar.
He was loving it and grabbing it all day yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to know more about that. They're very similar to the side sword.
I really like this. This is really pretty.
Yeah, no, we just have to sneak up behind.
It's nice to have other Scottish swords than just the Highlander.
And just the claymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, and this one I like, the Templar, Knights Templar sword.
These are all functional swords, Corrupt
I
Breed.
like this one.
What if you don't want it sharp? We're kind of can't do much about that, sadly. I mean, we can dull them for you, but that's an extra cost.
What else is in
There are some that we can get dull.
Oh, this Knights Riding.
Uninfluenced men. Okay, this is the Knight Riding sword. I keep on thinking Knight Rider sword, like kid. Yeah,
What else did we get new in?
we got a lot of new stuff in. We got a lot of new Western swords. You can move that aside, Reef. You don't have to squeeze between. Let's see, we got claymores back in.
We got the Tinker Viking.
The Tinker came back in. This never stays in very long.
Very popular sword.
And then two different types of claymores, or Scottish Highlanders if you are a stickler like Mark is. We will be cutting later, by the way. If you join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana, we will be cutting live there. We'll be live cutting on YouTube, probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock today. After Scott's class. Also, if you are interested in learning Kenjutsu like the class that we were just doing, Scott teaches a free class on our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. Did I hear you're unboxing tomorrow? That's the plan, Jill. We are getting some swords, I think both from Phoenix Arms and from Cloudhammer tomorrow. Yeah, or getting it today. And so there are a lot of things I have to ship out, so we're gonna unbox them tomorrow. Are the Redeeming Light pre-orders going to be sold out? I hear you're only getting 12. Actually, I think we have about 4 or 5 left, and he might be sending me more, possibly. Plus, he's sending me another sample for a Christian Tsuba that he created, or actually I found for him and he made. We're looking at the Dragon King swords here. For those of you who don't know, Dragon King is out of Dalian, China. It was created by one of the employees of Hanwei, and they really nice build quality. Do you carry Hakama? No, we do not. We usually get those from e-bogu.com, ebogu.com.
I thought people were just trying to.
We do not have the Highlander sword, but we are working with his Iced Armories. We are using a Cloudhammer ASAP 88 blade, and he's going to mount it as one of the Highlander blades. The long one on top is called an Odachi, very long Odachi. Most Odachi start at about 35 inches in blade length, or 100 centimeters if you are, 90 centimeters if you are, don't use freedom units like the rest of us. But yeah, this is a longer one at 120. Ballpark price for a decent katana for mat cutting, starting at about, I'd say $200, actually $175 for the Phoenix Arms, or not the Phoenix Arms, the Dragon Spring 65 MNs. These are pretty nice mat cutters for $175. I would say spend an extra bit, an extra $25, go up to the Moritaka Vortex, which are very great cutters. And we will be cutting them with them later if you want to see that.
Why they're great cutters for beginners is, your investment's kind of minimal, but they're spring steel. So spring steel has some flexibility in it. So if your angles aren't good, you're not going to run the risk of bending, chipping, or breaking the blade as much as you would T10 or other carbon steel. So these are good blades to learn on. Now, the difference between this one and for $25 more, you go to 9260 spring steel, a little better version, 65 MN, and you go to a little tighter handle wrap.
You want to show the flex on that?
On this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go put out signs, but yeah, show the flex.
See, it bends and won't hold the bend. So these spring steels are really good. Really good cutters. The Moritaka Vortex, I'll show you. We just love these.
Winter's not gonna let go yet.
So this is 9260 spring steel, so we'll step up. But subdued furniture, thin saya with buffalo horn reinforcement, nice smooth transitions there. Pretty uniform diamonds. I mean, it's $200. What do you expect, right? But they're really tight. So this is what a practitioner would really want. And we can dull these for you to make an EI toe out of them. What a lot of customers have done is they've gotten 2 of them One we've dulled, so they have an Iaito and they have their cutter. So there's no variance. They say train weak, fight weak. So the sword they train with is the exact same sword they cut with. So that's it's a really nice thing when you can do that. So we can definitely dull these, and we don't charge for that. But that's why these are such a good value.
Yeah, we do charge. We do charge for that.
We charge for that?
Yeah, because yeah, 25.
$25. Yeah, we do charge for that. There you go. $25. That's still worth it.
Mark needs to make some.
I mean, you're not getting an alloy blade for under $300-400. So now you've got actual. And the thing about it is, if you do dull it, you could go back and sharpen it at a later date. So, but anyway, these are the Vortex. This is why they're so popular. See how thin that sight is. If you're in an art like mine where we wear two swords, it's not like a honking two before in your belt.
Yeah.
And we have them in different colors. There's one with black, with white.
This is the last one of the black for the time being. But we are going to get some more. He's going to ship us some more. The Vortex just sells really well.
Yeah, we do have some with the bogey. This one has a bogey or a fuller in it to take weight out. So the point of balance is really good. These are really practitioner oriented.
If you move up to $300, then we're looking at another spring steel sword made of German spring steel, 51 CRV4. These ones up here. We cut bamboo with this. This is an SX105V. This one's SX105V, which is a Japanese tool steel. This is actually a really good cutter. But the spring steels, these are really nice for bamboo cutting. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. This one is also SX105V, which is the 51 CRV are the very top.
That's all we have left?
Well, we have three models, and they're all up here. So, which Scott just put those up yesterday. Yes, we do ship to Canada. Canada depends on where you are. We do recommend expedited shipping because then you don't have to pay for UPS to help you clear customs.
So this is Clodhammer spring steel.
We do have Emma.
51 CRV is a step up from 9260. So you're kind of seeing as you spend a little bit more money, you're getting a little better blade. But
plus you get Clodhammer leather, which is
the leather wrap. They use like a leather jacket leather. Matt Jensen says, which I agree with them, but they're really tight. It's really decent.
We've had some that we've used for 2 or 3 years, and the leather's not fraying. It's staying in really good shape.
Yeah,
it actually probably softens a little over time.
Yeah, it's almost like your favorite ball glove. But
another thing about softening over time, it's probably our own dead skin bark particles on it. But anyway, yeah.
But for how much are these? For $300, you're owning a Clodhammer.
Is that Reef or? Oh, that's Reef. Okay. No, I thought you were a visitor. Never mind, we're good.
I gotta bring the other thing.
I thought a visitor had snuck in or something like that. All right, Emma, you want to see Emma? I'll pull out an Emma here. Emma right here. We have several one-piece swords. Am I in the frame, Reef? Am I in the frame? That is Emma. A lot of one-piece swords, as you can see. How much? They are $150 for the anime swords. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you will find them. The anime swords are $150. We have also, like, for example, The Walking Dead. We have Avatar Alessia Bender Sokka sword. Obviously not made of a meteor, though we are getting a meteor version in. Ninja Gaiden right there. And Devil May Cry. I'll buy it. Go to our website, rvakatana.com. Let's see. It's too cheap. No, it's actually a pretty decent sword. It's made of 1045 steel, so not amazing steel, but good steel. And so it is usable. One of the things that you will find when it has the coating on it is it won't be razor sharp. It will be sharp, but not razor sharp, because the coating basically keeps it from being too sharp. Let's see. We do not have Inuyasha. We do not have Inuyasha. Yeah, no, it's I mean, if you want to pay more for it, you can, but it is only $150. If you want to give us more, we're happy, but no, it is $150. Best 65 MN we have for cutting is probably one of those swords down in here. And that's it. You too. 65 MN down in here. Those are like practitioner grade swords. We do not have any African swords. We are really looking for Kolpesh Egyptian swords and other things. We don't have anybody who makes them. None of our contacts make them. So. What one would you use in a real fight? Usually we like S5 shock steel, but we are currently sold out of it. I don't think we have any S5 in store right at the present moment. They don't tend to last. As soon as we get the S5, it sells out. The other one we would get in terms of durability, probably 51 CRV4 or 9260. Both of them are spring steels. That's for fighting. Basically, they're the more durable of the kinds. Hello, Jaden. Nozume.
Take me.
I read that as Nozomi at first. A wish. Here are some, let's see, any Chinese jian? Why, yes, we do. I guess you didn't see us open up. So here are our higher end level jian with like ray skin or very high end brass fittings. I like showing these because they are really cool. Check out this baby here. Check out the detail on the swords. And really beautiful blade with a central fuller. This is one of the higher end ones. This is like a $650 sword. Versus we have some jian in like the $175, $200 range over here. So Chinese jian over here, more Chinese jian. Any handmade swords, they're all handmade. I mean, power tools are involved nowadays. They're not going to be there slaving over it with a hammer as much as using power hammers. Sword dancing swords we don't have. They tend to be a little too lightweight. Longest sword we have, longest katana is that wakazashi over there. So technically not a katana, but very long at 4 feet. My favorite sword, it changes all the time. Hey, Reihu! Zeiss Armory Dark Magician Sword Hilt with Cloudhammer S5. Reihu, this can be done. Mike de la Vega is a buddy, and we're actually going to do the Dark Magician with ASAP 88 first, because he has an ASAP 88 blade that I sent him. So we are going to get the either Dark Magician or Highlander. We haven't decided yet. Let's see, any size? We do not have any size. Is it size or scythes? Would you suggest the Jade Tiger? The Jade Tiger, we have 2 versions. Are you going to use it to cut, or are you going to use it for mostly a display that you plan on?
I don't, just get them from.
So that would really answer my question there. We have 2 versions of the Jade Tiger, and one of them is definitely, it's a T10 clay tempered sword. It's much more, if you're a good cutter, yeah, that's fine. If you're not such a good cutter, I wouldn't recommend it. We have another version of the Jade Tiger, which is made of MN65 with an alloy, and it is not quite as,
Thanks, buddy.
it is easier. Both if needed. Yeah, so what I mean by a cutter, a regular cutter versus something that you could cut with. Because basically with a regular cutter, you're investing a lot more in the handle here. You can see this, like these, the wrapping. For a practitioner grade sword, this will barely budge. You'll see really smooth transitions here through here. And so that's actually, even though we consider this to be a deadly decoration, this has a really nice handle. But they don't put as much time and effort as compared to a practitioner, like a everyday cutter, a daily trainer. So something that you're going to use every day, because you'll see here, this is like, these are not going to budge, and very smooth transitions. So that's kind of the difference between that. So if you're not going to be using it on a regular basis, then I would say any sword here is going to be totally fine. But if you're going to use it, like if you're going to beat the crap out of them, I would go for other ones over others. Do you have the blue eye samurai katana? We are actually, we should be getting one tomorrow, our prototype tomorrow. So yeah, we are getting one. We do have some Bokken apparently. Can I see the white ones on the bottom rack of the 2? The white ones on the bottom rack. I guess here, this is the Rukia and the one of the Bleach swords. One of the Zangetsu.
Yes.
And the other one is Rukia. I assume this is what you're talking about for the one. John waving his wood sword around. That's Scott. I don't.
Ah, they think I'm you.
Oh God.
1, 2, 3, 6.
6 head.
How's it going? Good training day, man. Take care.
Oh, what's up with the heart thing?
Oh, Haley, I said hi. No, I'll see you tomorrow. I got it.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to see while we are here? Otherwise, we'll just talk. Keep on talking. Here, we just got these Osodaku back in. We got 3 different, we actually got 4 different kinds, but we sold out of the black Ishime already. So we have like several different colors of the saya. So this is the blue one. And if you actually, let's hold it up, change the angle. There you go. You can see the blue sparkle right there. Let's see the blade. Let's see what that blade looks like. This is an Osodaku style blade. It is Honsanmai, which is a sort of an old lamination technique that basically makes the sword very beautiful from a sort of a craftsman point of view. It's not something that is necessary with modern steel, and in fact, it kind of reduces the durability of modern steel. But once upon a time in Japanese swords, because they were not using a very high quality steel, they had to find methods to make it more durable. And one was the clay tempering, differential hardening, and then also lamination. What are the really long blades called? They're called odachi. Brother, I want to see the longest katana and cut into the wood. There are videos of us cutting with it, but we have one right there. Here, I'll just take that down.
My favorite song is right now is More Than Anything.
Figure out a way to kind of freaking show more Dragon Kings.
Just let my wife hold it.
Yeah, you wanna hold this stand right
ちっちゃん、はい、貸して。これが正しいですよ。
長いのって。
かわいい小さいのいる。
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. So here we are. I'm standing about 10 feet away from Scott. There's a couple steps of creation.
Show the other day.
I don't know if you can you ski with Odachi?
Oh yeah,
Oh really?
oh yeah.
And I love that.
What are the swords with the wooden katana blades called? They're called takemitsu. Takemitsu. Bamboo blade.
Back in because it's like I'm always worried about cutting.
Hey, you're better than me. I'm too short. It sucks.
From the Final Wars movies.
Tell me something about the kodachi.
Are you traditional? Are they
I
asking
mean,
about traditional?
kodachi is a companion sword to the tachi.
So the Tachi over here.
So tachi is a cavalry saber, worn blade down. Because you're riding a horse, it would hang. If you flipped upside down, it would stab the horse's stomach as you rode. Had a very deep curvature toward the handle because you're cutting with one hand while the other hand's controlling a horse. Has this little ring on the end, so you would attach a cord to it to retain it around your wrist so you didn't drop it. When they got off the horses, they would flip them upside down and stick them to the belt because there's now a need to draw them quickly. You kind of can't draw a tachi very quickly. The companion sword is called a kodachi. Kodachi means small tachi or small sword. Typically, it was not worn in a daisho. The concept of a daisho, a long and short, is actually kind of new. But in most classical sword arts, they refer to their short sword arts as kodachi jutsu. They don't call it wakazashi jutsu. So kodachi just short sword. There's no set length. Prior,
60 centimeters.
yeah, basically.
But and so that's a modern classification under 60 centimeters. But really, what they look for is intent. What was the sword intended for? So if they knew the intent, even if it's longer than 60 centimeters, oh, that's like, okay, that's still a kodachi.
What you've seen with Westerners, especially non-practicing Westerners, they try to encapsulate and categorize all these things, and even the Japanese themselves did not categorize it. Like the term okatana is something we don't use in Japan, like freaking ever. But every collector's like, show me an okatana, and you ask a Japanese person, like, well, you just mean a large katana? But we've used this classification because here in the West, we can kind of look at their culture and say, here's a type of sword that is longer than a katana but shorter than an odachi. But to the Japanese, it's just a long katana.
I am about to get an antique sword. It's about 650 years old, and it is very long. It's like 34 and a half inches long. And so by modern day standards, the NBTHK would describe that as being a katana still, because it's not long enough to be an odachi. It has to be another half inch in order to be an odachi. But the person who wrote the Sayagaki, Tanabe Sensei, who is like probably the foremost authority on swords, he wrote on the Sayagaki that it's an odachi, even though it's technically shorter. So he was like, this is the intent of the sword, so that's why it's an odachi as opposed to being classified as a katana.
Hey, Samurai Bird, how you doing?
Samurai Bird in the house. He's getting one of the S5s and sitting
日本語
around.
話せますか？はい、日本語を話した。
もうさっき話したよな。
ねえ、妻は日本人ですよ。そう、ジョンの妻は日本人の。Good morning, Vorteca.
Vorteca, he's one of
Hey,
our.
Kyle Doan, what's up, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle Doan in the house. Vorteca is one of our long-term guys. Hey, Bird.
The woman with the pink hair, that's my wife.
The one with the pink hair who was showing off the odachi, the giant odachi. The least cost sword, the least expensive one we have is the gold plum. And yes, we have cut bamboo and we have cut Vanna White turning the thing, but looking less good than Vanna White. So here we are. This is the gold plum, $70 sword. We have cut bamboo. We have cut mats. Wide blade katana, the widest one we have right now is the Kawa Nakajima. I want to see the sharp katana. Try slashing it on wood pork. Will it split? Wood, what kind of wood? Hardwood is not as easy to cut. Pork, with bone or without bone. This is the widest one right here.
Yeah, wood would be a hell no. Most Japanese are going to say hell no to that. So that's kind of an American, I want to see it cut through wood. It's sort of like a knuckle dragon sort of mentality. You want to cut bamboo or soft targets, but you know, I mean, unless you're cutting a fire with the peg, like, look how wide this thing is.
Good for punishing bad wife. Apparently you don't know much about Japanese wives. The punishment usually goes the other direction.
Opposite direction, let me tell you.
Yes. All that thing about subservience, yeah, stereotype that you will be
New
quickly
Japanese
disabused
women are
of.
Not like the old, for sure.
Oh yeah, going back to like.
Knuckle dragging troglodyte.
Check these out.
Oh, we just got this in.
Do you remember it's-
For those red-blooded Americans, this is a Revolutionary War hanger. So these were used by both infantry and cavalry soldiers during World War II. Or sorry, not World War II. The War for Independence. How do I order? Go to rvakatana.com
This is interesting.
or cloudhammerforge.com for the cloudhammers.
Dark Sentinel.
That's actually a wide sword right there. This is like a marriage between a katana and a European sword.
I like
So this is called the Dark
Junior-
Sentinel from
I like
Hanwei.
Junior much more than I like Minya. The Junior from Heisei era was much better than Minya.
Does not want to go back in its scabbard.
My favorite part is whenever he was like,
There we go.
getting ready to jump up and then he's just flat.
Oh, this Irish one's awesome.
Oh yeah, we just got this big Irish sword.
Remember this rock kick where it just.
Hello, Sensei.
Well, but no, the funniest thing they ever did was when they moved to the 2000s.
Oh, we got a shorter one too.
And then he's.
We got a little short, yeah, the shorter, it's companion. I know.
I'm supposed to believe he jumped.
How much? I actually don't remember how much some of these European swords are.
This one is 135.
Really? Is that it?
There can be.
Oh,
CGI
okay.
I kind of matched. I went a little lower than Cult of Athena.
Okay.
Which one are you looking at?
I'd say match Cult of Athena.
Actually, this one's 300.
300.
Yeah.
But Danny, do you know who her favorite?
These are not on our website yet, but we will get them up.
Anna Karis.
Really?
No, it's not. Do you know what
This one's 325
For the Revolutionary War hanger.
Yeah.
That's kind of a Kogorasa style blade.
It kind of is.
Yeah, not a Kogorasa, but a Morohazukuri.
Murahazukuri.
Yeah.
Oh.
Say, are the $175 Chinese broadswords decent for cutting or practice? They're okay. They're okay. I would say if you want a Chinese cutter, that your best bet is the Hanwei oxtail saber for a practical cutter. We did sell out of that, but we can get more. I mean, they're fine. They're not amazing, but they are fine. They're made of 65 MN, which is a spring steel. So they are doable, but yeah.
Well, apparently, the other thing is 70, but everyone else gave like 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Just show swords,
I
yeah.
thought it looked good, and they had the classic sounds. You looked at the design, looks great. I haven't watched it yet, but I want to.
I'm almost close to 1,000 followers on my Wing Chun channel, so maybe one of these days I'll start actually doing Wing Chun lives.
Oh, you should. That's pretty awesome.
I like that.
Do it!
If
65 MN Daisho set worth getting. Yeah, I think so. It's a pretty nice sword, pretty nice combination. My sword collection will look like that one day. Well, this is a shop. I mean, I don't think we get it. Sakabato, yes, we do have Sakabato, which is not the Himuro Batosai. Himuro Batosai is I believe when he became the bad guy, but we actually have both, or when he was the street assassin. So here we are. We have the Hitokiri Batosai sword with a deep curved handle, and then we have the Sakabato right here. Ambu, it's Wing Chun Dad. How much is a fighting sword? I'd say bare minimum about $200.
What's that, Emma?
Emma? No one said.
Preemptive Emma.
Only one person has said Emma so far, but it's been a hot
Preemptive Emma.
minute. Yeah, so we have a lot of Demon Slayer and One Piece swords. This is interesting how Demon Slayer swords aren't as popular now as One Piece swords are.
One Piece and Bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of Demon Slayers. So here's our last Shisui for the time being, though we will be getting some more. Here are our Demon Slayer and Yami and whatever swords, Naruto swords, thank you. Attack on Titan sword we do not have. That reverse,
Automata, but that was a more of a display.
yeah, the reverse sword we do have. We just showed it. I finally learned how to sheath my sword without looking at it. Awesome, Kyle.
Awesome, that's right. Yeah, just take some practice and some confidence. Just be safe.
Be safe. Always try it with a dull sword first is what I say.
I also got a new background.
So get it off me.
I've grown to like this stuff a little more over the years.
Here's the,
Just make sure your middle finger is around the mouth of the scabbard. Your thumb and index finger create another hole. You just go to where it drops.
He's not got
It drops in.
Yeah.
Easy way to practice.
Afro Samurai Tachi, we are getting more. We sold out. Whenever we get them in, we sell them out pretty quickly, but we have 5 more coming. We do not have the Kill Bill sword.
I like it. I like his
Just
voice.
watch
How much-
TV and just do this.
How much does the katana cost? Not anime ones. We start at $70 and go up into the thousands. It really depends on what you're looking for. What about that one up there on top?
Put
Oh,
some grease on it. This one.
Someone just got one of these the other day.
Stand back. I saw. Stand back. You got plenty of room to draw this?
It started that way, so.
I love this thing.
No,
Yeah, I saw we sold one.
Yeah, we sold
only
one.
have one left, right?
We have 2 more in box. 2 more in box plus this one. Rengoku sword is 150.
I love that design. Best one ever.
John, I stayed on last night waiting for the Tonto video. Did I miss it? Oh no, I haven't done the follow-up yet. Yeah, sorry to keep you up, but I will do it eventually. I haven't gotten around to showing it. My sword has a fingerprint on it that looks like it wants to start oxidizing. How do I get rid of it? I bought it from another site and the fingerprint was already on it. So, all you just get some flicks, some metal polish flicks, come right off. It's not that hard to get off. We do have a video about it, we just keep it. You want to show it? We keep this as a cautionary tale. People are like, whoa, we should do whatever to protect it. It's like, we know. But we do it, we just keep it in here just to show people. This is why you do not, touch your swords, or at least why you clean them off after touching them, because this is what happens. It is not hard to clean off. All you really need is some good metal polish. 1200th range, we do. Kentucky, no problem. We're only about a day away from Kentucky over here in Virginia. So usually when we ship to Kentucky, it gets there the next day or the day after that. Bleach swords, we have a whole bunch of them. I don't know my bleach swords. I'm getting to know them better. I know we have Aizen, Rukia, Kimpachi.
Hey guys.
How are you guys doing? Doing well. Did you have me walking by to know about us, or do you know about us? You just have me walking by?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Come on in, check out the shop.
so we'll let Scott go ahead and talk, and we will go and check things out over here. Fingerprints on a blade, spray WD-40 and let it sit in a saya for a day. Oh, does that work, Samurai Bird? Things I learn all the time from, like, those of you here on YouTube. Samurai Bird, check it, follow him. He has a lot of great videos cutting bamboo. He has a bamboo forest, literal bamboo forest in his backyard, and does tons of cutting. And he has lots of. If you need your sword rewrapped, he is somebody who can do that. And yeah, he has a lot of cool fixes. Like a lot of the backyard cutters, they have a lot of cool fixes for swords, like little things, little minor things you can do yourself. Thank you from Malaysia. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. Which one can cut through bread? No problem. Actually, cutting bread is not easy. You need a very razor sharp sword. So a sword that would be good for cutting through bread would not be good for cutting through, say, bamboo. We do not make them ourselves. Do you have any that can slice bullets or crossbow bolts midair? Yes, a lot of them probably can. The question is, do you have the ability? And so in terms of bullets, you probably do it once and then the sword is effed up. Jin, I'm talking about somebody over on YouTube. We're simulcasting YouTube and TikTok, and someone on YouTube, Samurai Bird, he has some great cutting videos, and he does have bamboo. No, bamboo, so basically you need a different type of edge for bamboo versus bread. Like bamboo, you don't need a super razor sharp blade. And in fact, we have a video, not on TikTok because they banned it, but we have a video where I cut with a dull sword. I actually demonstrate drawing the sword across my skin without causing any issues, but then cutting through bamboo with no problem. Any black and yellow? Yes. Do a bamboo strike test with them. Right now, we actually do that during the summer. During the winter, bamboo tends to be a little tougher, it dries out, not good for the edge. Let's see, black and yellow, we have a black and gold one right over here. $100. $100 Black Samurai from Trading Screen Swords. You can see them near the top of our website, rvakatana.com. Speed tends to negate a lot of things. I wouldn't even say speed as much as the shock of it. I mean, this is kind of like how you flick it as opposed to how quickly it's going. I'm coming here during the zombie apocalypse for sure. Any uchi katanas? We have tons. Uchi katana is basically just another term for a katana. I use Mother's Mag. Yes, Mother's Mag works as well. Mother's Mag works very well. But please don't take them out all the way. You can take them about 90% of the way, but with people around, we don't want people getting stabbed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see. My heaviest cutter bamboo will not slice paper, but will cut 3-inch bamboo, no problem. Yeah. You basically need a different type of edge for paper versus bamboo. Now there are some that are universal, especially in terms of the geometry of the blade. So if you get like one with sort of more of an oval, but not too oval, then those will cut both fairly well, but if it becomes too oval, then it doesn't cut very well at all. It's better for like just smashing things. You know, if you look at swords from before, from before 1600 in Japan, they were not razor sharp because you were assuming you would hit them up against armor and other things, and so razor sharp swords, especially on Tamahagane, would chip. Old pieces like Edo period, yeah. Do not buy $100 katana. Spent $1,400, had it forged right away.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, if you want to spend $1,400, by all means. So yeah, if I had $14,000 to spend, I would definitely do that. But not everyone has $14,000 to spend on the sword. So Edo katana, there's an Edo period one. There's also a Muromachi one, and also a possibly Nanbokucho period one as well. So we're talking about very old swords inside the case here. That's a sharp-looking sword. I see what you did there. I like the solid white. We do have several that are solid white, like down there. Let's see, from Bleach. So we do have some that have a lot of white to them. Ghost of Tsushima sword, we have two kinds right now. We actually have several different kinds, but right currently we only have two. And this is our basic 65 MN version. It does not have a kojiri on it, which is that metal piece at the very end. So this is a set for $250. If you don't want a set, if you want this kind of set, it's actually a little bit different. It has an alloy fitting as well as a metal kojiri, which is this piece over here. And this one is $175 for the katana, $125 for the tanto.
But it's history. It's everything.
Yeah.
And I think every person.
Yeah, speaking powers. You know we're gonna have powers. No!
Here we have our long swords, Nodachi and Miaodao. They tend to be longer, and Nagamaki, so longer blades in general. These are some with really cool fittings. This is made by Dragon Spring. This is their higher end version. It's very tight wrap, which is what we're looking for. You can see it has a really pretty choji Hamon on it as well. Really nice geometry. They did a really good job with this.
Well, I'll be ordering and want a good one. I'll spend $200. What you recommend?
$200 as a practitioner. The Moritaka Vortex.
Moritaka Vortex is what we recommend for $200. You just can't beat them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any of these 6 swords are the Moritaka Vortex of different colors, and they are all $200. All excellent cutters.
Yeah, Mother's Mag is great for taking away fingerprints. I agree. Bird says, my heaviest cutter for bamboo will not slice paper. Will cut 3-inch bamboo with no problem. Same exact. Yep, right there with you, Bird.
Bird has his bamboo forest, so.
Yeah, we're jealous. Well, we got a lot of bamboo around us too, but
We have to harvest it. We have to go somewhere and
we have to go someplace. He just walk to his backyard. The price of red Damascus, $225.
Yeah.
Ninja sword. Well, we do have some fake American movie ninja sword. You guys take care. Thanks for coming in.
So this one is the spring steel.
These are some
spring steel, 65.
American movie ninja swords, but not historically accurate because the ninja didn't use straight swords. There, I said it. Fight me.
So the thing is, if I'm a ninja and I'm identified by a straight sword, if I'm walking out,
Look, it's a ninja.
then I've blown my cover, right? So what the ninja would do is they would take a regular sword and cut down. They would cut down part of it on the inside, and you'd have a little extra space for blinding powder, other tools, and stuff like that. And then you'd also have a short sword that you could use in tight quarters.
Yeah. Somebody asked Oda Nobunaga. We do have the Tenkaku. We do have the. Speaking of Oda Nobunaga, are you a fan of Oda Nobunaga? I have a passionate hatred for Oda Nobunaga in history.
Here's the Tenkaku sword. It's based on Oda Nobunaga.
It's a really pretty sword. I love it. Check out the Tsuba on this thing. Isn't that cool that it has that Oda Nobunaga kabuto? Yeah. T10, pretty nice blade.
T10, quick tempered, really nice blade.
Scott, have you considered adding Taisuke to your line? Can you get them? Funny you say that. We're getting 4 Taisuke in. And if they look good, we're going to consider becoming a Taisuke dealer. Pronounced Taisuke, not Taisuke. So there you go. Because well, it's a Japanese term. So I keep hearing people say Taisuke. No, but yeah, we're gonna carry those. The Hana, what's it called? The Shoshin Hana?
Yeah.
The Shoshin Hana, we have some coming, and we're gonna evaluate them. We're gonna cut with them, and
We're getting 4, but 2 have already sold.
yeah, we're gonna retain one for ourselves and put it through spaces. But you know, they look good. They look good so far, and you know, the handles are wrapped really tight. So as a practitioner like you, I'm hella excited to see how they come out.
They are custom, like they are basically custom pieces, furniture, stuff that nobody else is making.
One Piece Blades, yes. What's it say? If y'all do, y'all will definitely be up there. If y'all do, y'all will definitely be up there. Okay.
One Piece Blades over here.
Yep.
Amina Habakiri, Shisui, Black Emma, or whatever it's called. Wari Chimonji, Trafalgar Law, Sanda Kitetsu, Yubashiri, Emma, Uga Kitetsu. We're going to be posting a video of Mark cutting with this baby soon. This is the Blue
Exorcist, right?
Green sword from Blue Exorcist. So really, Mark did some amazing cuts with the sword.
I got double S against Virgil.
It's very firm. I don't know. Anyway, someone was complaining about being loose, but it's quite firm.
I shimmed it.
Oh, you shim it?
Yep. For her pleasure.
Nicely done.
Anybody, anything else you guys like to see? Would love to show you, answer any questions. How about some Tanto, John?
Tanto.
Well, let's show the mint green Naginata Naoshi no Daishoga. These are kakui. Check that out. That's the Tanto version.
So these are all the same Kisaki shape, but a little bit different.
That's the wakazashi. It has that same Nagamaki Naoshi, Naginata Naoshi style. Kisaki and
then we have maybe someone came in through the back. Is that your wife?
Shut up. Who just came in the back door? That's my wife. I'm all yelling. Yoshihara Yoshindo, we agree. He's pretty badass. We don't have any Yoshihara Yoshindo pieces, however.
Very expensive.
And if you can get one, get it. They're really expensive, but they're amazing. He's probably one of my favorite modern smiths.
Yeah,
there are several.
He teaches foreigners, so.
Green and black handle under the 3 set. Green and black handle under this 3 set. Green and black? I don't think we had a green and black one under this 3
Green
set.
black handle under this.
There's the 3 set
Unless you
there.
mean this one. Like this one? The green and black with the dragonflies. This one has.
I hear he's considered the greatest. I don't know if he's the greatest. I think he's pretty amazing. Maybe the great you never heard of, right? But he's definitely out there. I think he's amazing. He's definitely he probably is the best. You know, I just am leery about comparing people. Yeah. The gold black above the purple behind him. The gold black. Oh, right there, the Tanto. The gold black one. Yeah. This Tsuba's really cool.
Chains of love.
Do we have any more Moritaka Vortex examples? Yeah, we'll show you in a second. Is curved hilt katana better in cutting than the normal hilt? Curved hilt is more on a tachi or that Rurouni Kenshin thing, which was hella fun. I mean,
it cut really well.
It cut really well. It was super fun. So, let's show some Moritaka Vortex. Yeah, I mean, it can be a little different, a little disconcerting if you're used to a katana or uchi katana. That curved handle can take some getting used to.
But it didn't take much. I mean,
once you cut with it, you're like, hell yeah. So these are the Moritaka Vortex, 9260 spring steel, so a high-end spring steel.
This is the Iron Forest. This is our store model, which Scott has untied and retied the Sageo.
We have different colors with different Tsuba, so just search for Vortex on our site. So some of the features on them, nice slender saya with buffalo horn reinforcement, really nice Sageo, decent furniture, good transitions, tight wrap, no ping pong ball knot at the end, so when you're using it, I mean, it really meant for, like, a lot of my students have been using them for over a year now, and we dull them and they make great Iaito. It's just a fun, only 27.5-inch Nagasa, so it's just a good value. We got them for practitioners, and we just got a great price, $200. You really can't beat it. So even if you beat the shit out of it, you're only out $200. But we love it, and what we look for is just nice tight wrap, and that's Lin Saya. In my class, we wear a daisho. A lot of schools wear 2 swords, so now you have something that's, it's not like a 2x4 on your belt. Yeah, they're really tight. Really love them. They're all a little different. The Tsuba is different on each of them. Sephiroth we do not have.
However, we do have a giant Odachi right over here.
Are you gonna get any more colors of the Naginata Naoshi sets?
We actually, not the sets, because one of the things that's difficult about the swords is actually the saya maker. We do have some of the wakazashi like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was the other one. I was looking for that one. I saw the red one.
Hey, Scott,
And there's that one. And then
Yo.
did you ever find the information for the guy that does the Yasuke?
Yeah, I got it at home. I'll send it to you.
Cool.
Sorry, Pally. Keep bugging me on it.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I just gotta try and get something set up next week.
Hey, Trevor Payne. How you doing, Pally?
Trevor Payne.
Do we have any Elden Ring katana? We did. We sold them.
Yeah, it's coming back though.
I'm a practitioner of a shamisen with you, so the Moritaka Vortex looks perfect. Cool.
Shamisen?
Shamisen to you, as in like, shamisen as in like,
Oh, I thought it's like the
well, you did say shamisen. Shamisen. Is that like a sword ruha? I've never heard of shamisen to you.
It looked weird. It looked off. Yeah, it looked weird.
Do you sell wall racks? We do. So we sell, well, we make these racks, and I just made the ones up there. So we make our own for our shop. We also sell these, I'll show you here. So this is a single rack, and that's a double. And then we do sell these eight wall racks here. They're on our website. So we do have wall racks.
Yes.
We gotta figure out what to do because now we have more Dragon Kings than we have rack space for.
Like a shamisen with a hidden sword in it. That'd be dope. Hell yeah, that'd be dope, Trevor. That's awesome as shit.
Wait, is it Trevor Payne?
Yeah.
Wait, Trevor Payne, you're an Emger, aren't you?
He didn't say that.
Oh.
Someone else did. He's just coming out.
Oh, okay.
I was looking to get the Tibetan ceremonial ritual dagger. Could I see it? Oh yeah, I finally put those on the site. There's still 2 more I haven't gotten up yet, but we'll show you those. So the ones I haven't gotten up are the 2 longer swords here. But this is we'll show you a couple of them because they're all a little different. So this is, these are awesome. They're really pretty and there's so much ornamentation and symbolism, Buddhist symbolism in them. So it's just,
Which we don't get. But
yeah, it looks really, really cool. Well, Tibetan Buddhism is the root of Mikyo. Mikyo is an esoteric Japanified form of Buddhism that's actually in many of the Koryu that I study. Tendaishu and Shingonshu Mikyo are actually Japanified versions of Tibetan esoteric Buddhism. Japanified is an industry term. What's the average price though? Tiger's blood average price on katana, you know, as low as 70 up to thousands for something really functional and awesome to cut with. $200.
Starts 200 and goes
Yeah,
up.
starts $200 and goes up. You know, what's going to separate the price is going to be the quality of the components, the type of steel, who made it, the polish, the blades. It's a lot of components, a lot of variables that judge that. Yeah, this one's really cool. I love this thing. Scott, do you have 8-tier racks? Yes, we do, Samurai Bird. Yeah, we sure do. And so this is an 8-tier rack we have here. And what's cool, it's toolless. So I don't know if you can see right here. So this is like a pin. So yeah, there's no screws or anything, but it does come with the screws to mount on the wall. It'll hold like 250 pounds. So, but yeah, any other Tonto you guys want to see?
While we're here.
So the price on those Tibetan ones was what, $200? I think well, the knives, the ceremonial daggers.
Yeah, the knives are 200.
The knives are 200. Then we go to 250 for the medium length, and then the longer swords are 300. I love this one, man. This is cool. Look at the blade on this thing.
I just love the jungle tiger.
Show the one up top, the one you designed. Well, the Dragonfly Tumble. This is like one John design, which I love. Look at that Tsuba. Isn't that cool? So that in Japanese culture, you know, the dragonfly does fly in all directions, but in Japanese culture, the dragonfly is renowned for flying forward. And you see that a lot on swords and Japanese art because it doesn't matter what happened to you in your past. Always move forward and just learn from those lessons. It's really cool. That's some deep philosophy.
I was reading somewhere else with dragonflies is because they can move in any direction. It's like kind of hop.
And that's the other thing, yeah. Yeah.
But it's all based upon dragonflies doing 2 different things. Well, this breed of dragonfly.
Oh.
That's beautiful by get from my wife. I really like the dragonfly Tonto. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Thanks, guys, for your time and showing these. Of course, we're just sword nerds. Dragonflies are good luck as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Shamshir, we're out of Shamshir at the moment. We had some, they're sold out.
They're expensive as heck to get a hold of.
I watched last night Matthew Jensen's review of many katana brands. I'm so glad to see how he put Cloudhammer somewhere on the top tier. Is how he has how he respect for the brand. Yeah, that's really cool, Vorteca. Price range in the Tonto is $80 up to $400.
See ya.
Take care, guys.
Didn't forget anything, Sean or Joe.
Yeah, it's Matt Jensen's. Yeah, we love Matt Jensen. He's
Good guy,
awesome.
good guy.
We love seeing videos of him just throwing swords against trees. Shirasaya. So Shirasaya is for storing blades. You would never use a sword in Shirasaya unless you had to. So we don't have anything in Shirasaya. But if you just mean like a stick sword or shikomezue, we're happy to show you those, which we have on this backside, which John will show you. So again, Shirasaya is a term that a lot of Westerners have gotten incorrectly. Shirasaya is white saya meant for blade storage, not for usage. When you see a stick sword like this, it's called shikomezue.
Did you put the new pictures up, by the way?
Yes.
Of this one?
No, I just sent them to you. I didn't know you wanted to put them up.
Yeah, we should put the ones you posted them on Discord. But I was like, we should put them up because this looks much more like what we sell as opposed to.
We don't have the giant Dragon Slayer blade from Berserk, unfortunately, yet.
Very
love,
hard to get a hold of because it's very.
love my cloud hammer so much I had to buy another. Right there. Yeah, I own 3 or 4 of them now too. Samurai Bird. Just get them while you can. You see all these. I put these up yesterday. John and I did. These are all cloud hammers. So
This is the SX105V.
SX105V, 51 CRV. Well, 51 CRV is on the end, right? That's all pretty much SX105V.
These are all cutting swords.
Yeah, and John got a killer price on them, $375 for SX105V. You just cannot beat that. I mean, we used to sell those for what, $500-600?
It used to be 450.
$450?
A client member did a bulk order for a Spanish client, where he was doing SX105E. He got a different polisher, and they did not use Hishigami, so I was able to drop the price down like $75.
We ship to the U.S. Yes, we're in the U.S., pal. We're in Richmond, Virginia. We ship everywhere in the U.S. Not a problem. They all super sharp. They can be sharpened. Will they retain the sword, the sharpness? That's the big thing. Can see my sword. Thanks, Joe, for answering that. And we thank all of our moderators for being part of our family and helping us out. Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. Join our community. These are awesome. This is a Cloud Hammer SX105V with Kogai and Kozuka, these little knives. Because a lot of people don't realize why are there holes in the Tsuba or handguard, and now you know why. Typically, the handguards are made by another craftsperson. They didn't know if it was going to go on a sword that would actually use these knives or not, so that's why typically you see all the Tsuba with them. But look at the Hamon on this SX105V, this Choji Hamon. It's
actually W2.
Is it W2? This one's W2 cable steel. Yeah,
This is based on Usagi Kenshin Sanchomo.
that's right. Usagi Kenshin Sanchomo. He defeated Takeda Shingen in the Battle of Kawanakajima.
They actually, I thought it was a draw.
Was it a draw? No. He lost. Shingen lost Kawanakajima, bro.
Oh, okay. What was it? Which one? Because weren't there like 5?
Yeah, right. Any
Sweet
swords with
tomahawk.
cranes on them? Yeah, we got a lot of stuff with cranes. Well, what do we have left with cranes?
Let me show you. Since you asked.
Oh, this one's nice. I love this one.
Cranes. Crane Tsuba. A heron on the Fuchishira. Check out the Hamon on this one. This is actually not the one I thought it was, but it's still a pretty Hamon.
So Shinobi, I just muted you for asking the same thing 3 times in a row and not using a coherent sentence. Can show my sword? What sword? Can we show you your sword? I don't know what you're talking about, Pally. But don't spam and flood, please.
Another crane sword here. Check out the cranes and the crane in the Tsuba.
Yeah, Vortex, do a review of the Black Lotus. I want to see your review on it.
And check out the Hamon on this one. We're getting a good angle on the Hamon.
Yes. Isn't that pretty? T10.
This is T10.
Love it. So we do have some stuff with cranes. Try to have a little bit of everything.
We like animals.
How would you sharpen a blade like that? Now, traditionally, blades weren't sharpened. They were polished, and through the polishing process, they became sharp. In modern steels, we use a ceramic sharpening stone, or you can use a whetstone. Typically, swords weren't razor sharp the entire length. Typically, the last 9 inches, the monouchi, was typically the sharpest. You have to think, the more you sharpen a sword, the more you risk rolling, chipping, or breaking it against armor or other blades. Typically, believe it or not. And also, it leaves too clean of a wound. Sometimes you prefer a large gouging wound, especially if you're in a Koryu that wears armor. I studied a Ruha that was founded in 1336, and it was in the thick of that Sengoku Jidai period. So the swords we used were very thick. Nambokucho period, yeah, we're just beefy. And the way we cut, it's not as much of a slicing motion as you see in later Koryu in the Edo period. It's more of a, you're bashing into somebody wearing armor and cutting them at the end.
Sun Moon.
Just curious, how strong is the modern Tamahagane compared to S5?
Don't even compare.
Don't even compare. Yeah, S5 shatters at 186 joules, T10 at 10. I don't even know what joules the impact jouling rate resistance on rating is on Tamahagane. The thing about Tamahagane is just beautiful, and it's traditionally made Japanese folded steel.
I just love the fittings on this sword.
It's really pretty. The Sun Moon, Tsuba?
The Sun Moon, yeah. Do we have 2 of them? Or did one of them stop? We had, oh, here's the other one.
How do you tell the difference between a laser etched Hamon and a traditional one? What a good question. Typically with the laser etch, we'll show you one. We'll show you the Black Samurai.
That's actually a wire brush. Here's a laser etch.
Yeah, this is a laser etch on the Hanwei Satoichi.
Satoichi sword.
So on the laser etch, you definitely you'll see like a colorization. You'll see like a uniform. Typically, you see like a uniformity that's too perfect.
It is actually, they do a good job, but it does not.
They've been making that for so long.
Yeah,
Good job.
you can still, I don't even know how to describe the difference. You know it when you see it. They do a really good job. Laser etching, they do a really good job. to make it look fairly.
I want to see Cloudhammer do a competition of Motohara. I think Cloudhammer will destroy Motohara in the quality of the steel and the strength and durability. Motohara will definitely win in the fit and finish.
Hands down.
And we've had a lot of customers, 85% of the cost of these blades is in the actual blade itself. We've had a lot of customers buy the Cloudhammer steel, send it to Motohara, and have Motohara make all furniture for it in the Saya, and kind of the best of both worlds. And I think Motohara charges about $1,700 for that, but it's still cheaper than their $3,000 SKS3 or SGTs. Motohara is amazing, but
Yeah,
they're amazing. Motohara is good stuff. And actually, Cloudhammer is now making swords out of SKS3, the same exact steel Motohara uses. In fact, we're doing a group buy for $450. So $450, you're gonna get the same exact steel as Motohara's $3,000 and up SKS3. Muso Shindenryu is Ruha. Oh, right on. Muso Shindenryu is awesome. Awesome, Ruha. Oh, you said shamisen. Oh, I got you. It auto-corrected as shamisen ryu. You should run with the shamisen ryu. That sounds better. Yeah,
Somebody tried to yesterday was like butt doll. I guess they wanted a sword that was like a sword that was not sharp. It was like butt doll, but it came out as butt doll, like a doll with butt, I guess. And I was like, I don't know why it auto-corrected feed for that. I don't want to know.
Yeah, Motohara is L6 too, but the L6 isn't the Bainite. It's not the upper Bainite. It's the lower.
No, it's the other way around.
It's the lower Bainite. The higher Bainite is the one we want, right?
No, the lower Bainite.
Lower. That's like Howard Clark is the lower
Howard
Bainite.
Clark does lower Bainite. He's the only one I trust to do lower Bainite.
Yeah, really, for
It's
real.
not something you can do in a factory setting, pretty much.
Being Honkin' Emperor knows too. I think that's with Motohara, you're getting that really good quality.
You still have to pay
Everything.
for Emperor nodes through Motohara. You don't. It doesn't automatically.
Yeah, you do have to pay for those. But this one from Cloudhammer right here, this Tamahagane one with the Blood Moon or the Bloodstone. Yeah, look how pretty this is. They did such a good job. So Cloudhammer does a really, really good job with their leather wrap, especially when you get Hishigami in it. But they do such a good job. It's so damn tight.
You know what? With what is it? Dragon Spring swords. Where are the higher end Dragon Spring swords? Where did they disappear to?
I hope to stop by in July when I visit family in PA. Please come by. We're closed on Mondays, but come on. Do you know who David Goldberg is? Iron Mountain Forge? Oh, yeah. He's pretty amazing. Can I see the blue one behind you? Autocorrect is a menace for sure. Seka Sensei is the headmaster of my ryu. Oh, you do Asayami Chidenryu? I do Asayami Chidenryu as well.
I'm trying to find.
I'll be in Japan for Seka Sensei's for the camp. You're going to be in Japan for the camp?
So you can see. I'm going to put it up close so you can see the Emperor nodes.
I like non-Bainite L6. It's very tough. I agree, Samurai Bird. I don't get hung up on the Bainite. When you have good Hasuji, it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
I really love any L6 I love. In fact, some of our best cuts were that the Moritaka L6.
Yeah, the Moritaka L6.
Yeah, which we're still waiting on.
Now, a lot of people, and Samurai Bird would know better because he has that bamboo forest, but like, for example, Matt Jensen says a lot of the L6 Hamon swords, they chipped on like various targets, the edges chipped. So usually when we get the L6s, we say just use them on soft targets. They're excellent soft target cutters, but maybe Bird has had a really good experience with bamboo, I don't know.
Celtic Knight says, please let me know if you get any Shobuzukuri Cloudhammer Katana. Typically, we've had some Shobuzukuri.
Once, we had a dice show.
That's right. We haven't had one since, yeah. We hear you there. We'll get a man on it. Scott needs to be my online sensei. No. I do teach a class today at 1 o'clock on our Discord. Just join us, have some fun. It's more fundamentals, keyhole. There's only so much you can learn. I definitely believe getting a teacher, but for some people, they're on their own. So we want to develop good habits. So I teach them in a way that even if they did find a good school, that teacher wouldn't say, where'd you learn this shit? You're gonna have to unlearn it. So I try to teach them good fundamentals that are universal. This is really nice. This Cloudhammer Dao.
Yep. Ming Dao with
Ming
Dao
Dao.
just came off.
Yeah, this is the bane, and all of you guys know who are sword owners. As the weather temperature changes and the humidity changes, wood expands and contracts, and your fittings start falling off. Motohara, Jason Yoon's customer support is equal to Scott and John's. Oh,
I'd say it's better.
I'd say it's better. No, he's
Jason Yoon is
and we know Jason. He's an amazing guy, and he's got good customer support, and we try to do our best too. For us, though, this is a hobby for us, so we still aren't doing this as a full-time business. So we try to do the best we can, but we appreciate those kind sentiments. I'm going to order a sword from RVA in the next couple of weeks. What's the process of getting some tatami from you guys?
When we have tatami, when we have extra, we can send.
Yeah, we do import bulk rolls that you can cut about 21 tatami mats. You got to cut them yourself. We do sell them for $8 a roll. But the problem is the shipping. It gets really expensive. aztatami.com, Kuriyama Imports. They've been importing a Connex, big ass Connex container at a time. Nihonzashi did in Florida as well. They're only, I think, $7 or $8 a roll from them. But by the time you factor in shipping, you're paying $10 a roll. So they get really expensive.
12 actually.
12, yeah, 12. So, but if you're closer to us or Richmond, we sell them for $8 a roll, or the big roll. I think we sell them $175 for the big.
We have to redo those numbers because now I just realized $175 is cheaper than $8 a roll.
Yeah, we'll have to.
It's more expensive than $8.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Like we're just seeing if we could import them.
Yeah, and we're getting them. We cut them a lot ourselves, but we're getting 5 more big boxes. We get just 5 at a time.
We still get beach mats from WindyCityNovelties.com in Illinois. The beach mats are only like $4.50. So, and 2 of those, you bundle 2 of those together, and you're still cheaper than a Tommy. Of course, bamboo pool noodles, but that's kind of what we charge. Thanks, Scott. Sure thing, Outlander. Sure thing, buddy. This is really pretty.
Really nicely done, Tsuba. Really nicely done, polished.
Tamahagane bending strength is 46, 45 MPa, 1 Newton per square millimeter. Yep. Tamahagane is just not it's not as durable as modern steels. It's beautiful, but even modern Tamahagane still can't even touch some of these modern steels coming out of China and other parts of the world.
I mean, anywhere, even a baseline.
Yeah, we've come a long way since the 13 and 1400s in steels. Anything else you guys want to see? We're happy to show you. Shipping is vicious. Yeah, Outlander, that's where they get you. Trying to sell bamboo, but shipping is holding me back. Work in progress. Yeah, I hear you there, Samurai Bird. It's
bamboo too. I guess you risk things drying out if you don't.
Yeah, we had a customer come in recently. He bought a sword, a T10 sword, and he went and cut a bunch of dry bamboo and just wrecked the blade. So you definitely want to cut it when it's moist.
Look how thick
this thing is a beast of the East, man. Look how thick that thing is.
It's a Song Dynasty.
And I love that that Warncliffe style. This is my knife. That Warncliffe style blade.
Little brother, big brother.
Yeah. When it cuts, it doesn't, like a drop point will come exit. It just creates this deep wound. It's just nasty. Ooh. Let me know as soon as you start carrying Taisuke. I'll be your first customer. I've wanted to get one from Cult of Athena, but if you plan on selling them, I'd rather buy from the RVA. We love you, pal. We appreciate that. Yeah, so they're en route to us. As soon as we get them.
They're not quite en route. They're almost done.
Yeah, they're almost done. And as soon as we get them, we're going to evaluate them, and you'll know because we're going to post a shit ton of videos. But if they look good, then we're going to start carrying them as another line, and we'll definitely reach out to you. Side by side, the Moritaka Vortex, Iron, and Dragon King Warhorse Skull.
Which Moritaka Vortex?
Which Moritaka? Moritaka of Iron?
Which would be the other Warhorse?
Yeah, we're out of the Warhorse. We sold out of the Warhorse.
We're getting more back, but we don't have them right now. Which Moritaka?
Yeah, we sold Elden Ring. They're gone. We'll have some more coming in. Is there anything you would say is unacceptable when buying katana? Yes, let's show the full tang. So this is kind of when you buy off Amazon or some of these cheap ass places, when you see when a deal's too good to be true, it usually is. Like anything else. I own motorcycles, so motorcycle parts, the same thing. This is what's called a rat tail tang, and you see how it's welded. It's tiny.
Tang welded.
I mean, if you try to cut with this, you probably cut yourself as that handle would snap. So we stay away from that stuff. And we have a sword that's only $70, but it's got a full tang. It's a full tang, and it's not welded or anything like that, and you can cut with it. So, it depends on what you're looking for in your swords, but try to find 1060, 1065 and above. 1045 is great for a novelty anime sword. They will cut.
1045 is fine as long as
it's fine.
forged.
Yeah, if it's forged. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's heat treated. Yeah.
Yeah, but that 1045 is just they take sheets of 1045 steel, they cut it, they die cut it, and then they weld on a tang. It's
man, you guys go live at weird times. We do. Well, I teach a class on Saturday mornings, so I'm just here, so we usually go live. But we found that Saturday we have
sometimes you get 1,000 people.
Sometimes we have the bigger numbers, so people are off from work and just chilling. Any unboxings later today? No, but
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm getting some stuff from I just need to unbox it.
Why don't you do Monday night? Thank you very much for sharing. You're quite welcome, Celtic Knight. We appreciate you, pal. How much does one cost? It started at $70, go up to thousands. Dried bamboos and Menazon blades, absolutely. Feeling down. My order was sent yesterday and still not here in Tennessee. Oh, you're feeling down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Was it shipped yesterday? It
was sent Wednesday.
Was it?
Was it shipped by USPS or UPS?
What's the order?
What did you order? is it, what's the name? Retorque. Retorque. Which one was it? You know, we're at the mercy of shipping. Sometimes we apologize for any delays. It was USPS. Oh, I remember which one it was. Yeah. USPS can sometimes take an extra day or two. We've had some lag with them.
USPS, especially, well, not more during the holiday season, but it definitely is much slower.
Yeah,
than
and we're
UPS.
sorry about that, pal. UPS has been much faster. Hopefully you get it today or Monday. I'm sorry for the delay. We're sorry you're having a crummy
And you check the
experience.
tracking?
But we did the, yeah, what's the tracking say? Start showing swords, anything and everything. Cody, we hear you. We want to see Cody. We'll show you anything. See, UPS seems to be weird to my place. Yeah, I guess it's weird. Some places USPS is better. Yeah, some places UPS is better or FedEx. This is Sokka sword from Avatar: The Last Airbender. This one's not made of meteorite, but we've had it. Tracking swords label just made. Oh, wow, that thing went out. I shipped it myself. I took it to the post office personally. They just haven't updated their stuff.
Probably. The post office, oftentimes,
They're
take
so
a long
slow.
time. Sometimes it's already going through the system, but they haven't updated it yet. USPS is really bad compared to UPS. So
Know the resistance of white carbon #2. What is
We-
the resistance of white carbon #2?
I'm not
Don't
even
know.
sure what that is. We are getting 2 new versions of the Sokka sword in. We're getting one which is red and black Damascus. It's like mostly black with some red veins going through it, higher end fittings, plus and with the black lotus symbol on the back. And those will go for $400.
Is that upside down? Blade side down? Foot upside down? Is that upside down?
Fucker. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He just called me a fucker. You heard him. I'm trolling him.
We have it on. Anyway, and so we are getting 2 meteorite versions back as well.
This is Virgil's sword from Devil May
I
Cry.
think it's our last one, isn't it?
Yeah, we've sold out of these. Are really nice swords. I love this T10 blade. It's really nice. Got one left. White carbon steel #1 is the closest to Tamahagane. White carbon steel. Yeah.
Not familiar with it.
Not familiar, but you know, sometimes the same steel goes by different names.
How many people do we have?
Tamahagane is not that great.
Are we slowing down?
38 on Tiggity Talk, 101 on this one.
Oh, wow.
What's this one?
YouTube. Yes, YouTube.
YouTube. Now we need more people. You need more people like you. No, we need more people like you that love swords.
Exactly.
I just got done with surgery. Oh, you had surgery? Oh my God. I hope you're okay. What are your thoughts on Bugay? Bugay was awesome when James Williams was running it. Now James sold it back to Cass Iberia, and the quality is hit or miss. I guess it's like anything else. They were made better back in the old day. But
So is it him mounting it? Like he got Hanwei blades and mounted it himself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually like Bugay stuff. It's really good. You definitely get a step up in quality and furniture, and they use furniture that you just don't see on other production swords. So I think they're really good. I think Bugay. I definitely agree with you, Outlander Systems. They are overpriced in 2024. A lot of other players are in the market delivering better products at a higher quality for the same, if not less. So we didn't have this in the 80s. So this is an interesting time.
Dragon King type
If you ever
thing.
find Clancy Brown's Kurgan sword from Highlander, please let me know. We're working on it, buddy. Should I take the death plum and chop the rose bush outside? Oh, that sounds great. Of the one-piece swords, do you have Yubashiri? We do.
We do.
We will show you Yubashiri. Yeah, I think Bugay makes good stuff. I think if you buy Bugay, even if you pay a little bit more, you're still getting something that's well made, that's practitioner oriented, it's good quality, has unique furniture, it's double pegged, so it'll be tight, has a nice tight wrap. All the considerations of the practitioner are checked off. It's just they tend to be heavy. They tend to, if it's James Williams, it's got a 20-inch long handle on it, But the nice thing about it is some of their blades, they offer different handle lengths, but you notice they're sold out of certain ones. But I think it's pretty good.
Do they use real silk on the lotus seed?
I'm watching this while I'm getting blood test. Holy shit, Aslan, what happened, buddy? I hope you're okay, pal. I'll be calling after this video. I have a few more questions. I'm considering a purchase today. Please do. We're happy to answer any questions we can. Do you have Law's sword? We sure do.
I just showed it.
Trafalgar Law right here with the bunny fuzz on the Tsuba. Tsuba. Aslan, what happened, buddy? Did you get Muslim family rules? Oh, I hear you. Gotcha. Well, we hope you're okay, Aslan. We hope you're all right.
I'm gonna do something about this. I feel like
I don't like
bashes
it.
the swords.
I don't like
We
it.
gotta figure out a way.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Crazy, never seen you guys live before. Much love from Taiwan, my dudes.
Thanks for coming in and checking us out.
Yeah. Any L6 steel? We do. Let's show you some Moritaka L6.
We're going to cut with them live today around 2 o'clock.
Yeah, around 2 o'clock today, we're going to cut with the Moritaka L6, but let's show you. We've got some really nice ones. Nice thin saya. Really good polish. So Moritaka is kind of over delivering right now. Have you guys ever had a product where when the company just started, they overbuilt it and it was really, really good? And as the company got big, the quality of the product went down and it wasn't the value wasn't as good. Right now is the time to buy Moritaka. He's trying his hardest to differentiate himself from the other forges and smiths. So he's over delivering and undercharging. And this is why our prices are so good. His polishes are nicer. The fit and finish is nicer. The fitment's better. And in about a year or two, the prices are going up because he's definitely getting popular. And so right now, if you're looking at a Moritaka, this is the time to get him because he's kind of overbuilding them, which is why we have the Vortex at $200. No doubt, those Vortexes will probably go to $250, $275, or even $300 down the road. We just got a great price for now. But like any other product, when they start out, they built in for the next couple of years. We're going to suck. So let's just overbuild the product, and as we get better, we'll make them cheaper. So that's why we love Moritaka. They're kind of crushing it right now. Anyone new here? These guys are the real deal and highly recommend RVA Katana. Thank you, Jill. We appreciate you. Much love. Matthew Jensen rated Bugay and Cloudhammer almost the same rank.
Wow.
I think, well,
I would say, well,
I'll say Bugay gets them in fitment, fit and finish. Cloudhammer destroys them in blade quality.
yeah, the
Blade
Cloudhammer
strength.
is going to be the blade.
Cloudhammer's whole thing is on durability, quality, durability, production. Their handles, I think even Dragon King tends to do a little better job than some of the Cloudhammer stuff as far as the handles go.
They definitely do.
But Cloudhammer doesn't suck on their handles. It's just not their strength. Their strength is in their blades, the quality of their blades, and they use exotic steels that no one else can even work with because they don't have the wisdom or the facilities or faculties to deal with it without cracking it. They can't make money off of it, so they stay in their lane because that's why a lot of companies stay in the spring steels or carbon steels or even T10. They know they can produce it and they can recoup their money from a big batch of steel. They start playing in some of these exotic steels without the knowledge of how to forge it, and they start breaking stuff, and now they're losing money and not making it. And a lot of companies have said, you know what, we're not going to play in the S5, S7, W2, 51 CRVs because we can't consistently make the product good. Well, Cloudhammer, his knowledge is in heat treatment, and his knowledge of modern production steels is unrivaled, and that's why we think Cloudhammer just destroys everybody else as far as just the blade strength. Now, I mean, I'm not a big fan of some of the Cloudhammer furniture, but like anything else, I just customize it, rewrap it. I mean, 85% of the cost of the blades anyway, so just take that stuff off and,
Use it until you're tired of it and then put new stuff on it.
Yeah.
The blade will last longer than everything
That's
else.
why a lot of people buy it for, they're buying a Cloudhammer blade for $600, $700, $800, stripping it and sending it to Motohara for $1,700. They're still under $3,000 for Motohara, and they're coming out with a much better quality blade, but with that Motohara fitment. So you're getting the best of both worlds for cheaper. So a lot of people are doing that too.
Check out the double bogey on this one. This is ASAB 88, which is probably one of the better steels for cutting.
Probably the best edge retention we've ever seen.
Best edge retention.
Will your product last 250 years with constant blood on it?
Blood? I think blood would cause some corrosion.
Yeah.
Organic material.
Do you have Enma Zoro sword? Indeed we do. Warranty ends at 200 years. We'll reach out about the extended warranty then. That's Steve. Hey, we would like to call you about your sword's extended warranty.
Emma?
Why Cloudhammer hasn't tried Bay Knight? Good question, buddy.
They can. They do.
Good luck in surgery, Aslan. We hope you come out okay. So Cloudhammer does do Bay Knight.
They don't. I mean, they,
Oh,
they
they-
have. I should say they have. And once again, we're talking about lower Bay Knight versus upper Bay Knight, with the lower Bay Knight being the better kind. And he says they have the facility to do it. They have done it. It just takes a lot of time and effort. And why invest that when you can use S5 and get about the same toughness?
Go 300 plus from a real bladesmith. Yeah, we hear you. Some people, though, they need to start somewhere. Some people don't have the budget. So our favorite sword is whatever gets you in the swords. You all don't own just one. You started somewhere with an anime sword or a wooden sword or a video game sword. But as you improved your knowledge, increased your interest, you went to more and more expensive swords. So we all got to start somewhere. So we don't slag on people, even if they have everything's stupid expensive in our culture and society right now. So some people don't have $300, $400, $500 to throw down on a luxury because it's not a necessity. So we get it, and we try to have quality stuff under $300, and we do really well with that, you know. But we definitely hear you. We don't want to say we don't agree with you, but you know, like anything else, I ride Ducatis. I won't ride anything else. I'm a Ducati freak. You won't tell me that Hondas are better. I won't believe you. So there you go, right? I'm the same way with motorcycles. I'll ride nothing till I have exactly what I want. So I hear you. Here's Cook's gonna come after me. Cook rides a Harley. Do you know what the difference between a Harley and a vacuum cleaner is?
What?
The position of the dirt bag. All right, here we go. Come on, Cook. Let's go.
Ow.
I bought a Marto Highlander in the 90s. Oh, yeah, we have a couple Marto in here.
These are on consignment.
They're on consignment. Yeah, Marto, man, they've been making swords for like 1,000 years in Toledo, Spain. Marto stuff's awesome. Really high-end quality replica stuff. I love their stuff.
Not, I mean, it's stainless steel though, so nothing you actually want to use on. So you can see this is not sharp.
I'm a steel snob and want both S5 and L6 Bayonet. I hear you. I've owned an L6 Bayonet. My friend owns a Howard Clark, so it's fun to cut with that. How do you know what forger or company is what on your site? Everything is mixed in with little to no info unless clicking on the pic. Oh man, we hear you. We're redoing our entire website. It's in the process right now. And remember, we started this as a hobby. So we're redoing everything and including a lot more info. We apologize that we're not as verbose as we need to be. Our job is getting so many swords in here. We just try to get pics and get them on the website and then circle back and write out stuff. But there's a lot of stuff we haven't been able to catch up on. So we apologize for that. Paul or Ron Chen. Oh, kidding me? Paul Chen's amazing. Legend. And Ron Chen's amazing too. We
learned from Yoshihara Yoshindo.
Yeah, he learned from Yoshihara Yoshindo, so it doesn't get any better than that. So yeah. Ron Chen's amazing.
Love his stuff.
Hey, I'm back. Where's your shop? Just want to know. We're in Richmond, Virginia, Aslan. We're in Richmond, Virginia, United States. That was fast surgery, buddy. Scott will be here all week, folks. Rimshot.
Rimshot? What kind of name is that?
Oh, I guess it was the joke.
Oh.
It was the joke. You ride Harley? Yeah, I'm not messing with you. I love Harleys too, man. All my Harley friends give me shit about riding a spaghetti bike Ducati, so I gotta give it back to them.
If you guys want a wooden sword, we're selling these, not this one specifically, but 6 Demon Slayer swords, different types for discounted rates. But they're nice in wood, so all kinds of things you can do with them all.
What's in the case? In the case are Nihon To. See, these are antique swords that John brings in. We import from Japan, and we've had them as old as 700, 800 years old. The oldest one we have at the moment, 600-year-old is what we have right now in the case. Some wakazashi, tanto, aikuchi.
We don't have any wakazashi.
Tachi. No, we sold both at wakazashi. Yeah. So we got some tanto. We don't have any Yoroidoshi. No more Yoroidoshi.
We have had Yoroidoshi, but we don't have it now.
And we have a gun tachi that's Showa-to. It's a Showa period.
It's not Showa-to, it's Showa period.
Showa period, yeah. Showa Tamahagane, yeah. And, you know, for the antique stuff, we try to get stuff around the $3,000 and under. For people that, you know, hardcore collectors would pass them up. Well, there's millions of these out there. We just try to find something for people that's affordable so they can say, okay, I own a real antique patina Japanese katana that's sat on somebody's waist. Now I can have fun in the production market because I've checked off the box of owning a real one. Some people just want to own. So that's why we try to find stuff in that $2,000 to $3,000 range on the upper end. But we can get stuff all the way up to tens of thousands of dollars if you want. But we found most of our customers enjoy a lot of them won't even polish it. They'll just buy it like as is and display it because it has history. You know, we love that. My favorite was the one you shared with Hidden Christian Designs. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. Store time's about 4 hours away from me. So we're closed on Mondays. I'll show you. Get ready to screenshot. See that right there? Closed on Mondays. 11 to 6 through the week. 1 to 4 on Sundays, 10:30 to 4 on Saturdays. How fast can you draw a katana? Pretty fast. Because you don't draw the katana, you uncover it. There you go. I'm trying to get a Ruha uniform. Where would you recommend I go? I've been using Boagu for about 20 years. I've been studying Kodu since 83. I've been teaching since 90. And Boagu, e-boagu.com. They're out in California. Really, really good company. If you ever have a problem, they'll make it right. They'll ship you a new one, and if the sizing is off for your students. So they're awesome. Their quality is really, really good for the price. So I recommend Boagu. Budo Aoi is really good. I stay away from Amazon. You don't know what you get, and they're not really sized. They're sized for clothing and not for budo. In fairness, Cloud Hammer has one of the better Ito wrapping in the industry. Their leather Ito is super tight. Vortex, I agree. Their leather wrap is on another level, man. And it's just like Matt Jensen said, it's like leather jacket leather. It's not like that stringy, I don't want to say chintzy or cheaper leather, but it's just higher quality leather. Have you heard about Anita Max Win? He's pretty good. I have not. There's a bronze Gujan that I'm drilling over. Could you guys find better price and deal with the China shipping? Bronze Jian, Go Jian, I'm drilling over. Email John, rva.katana@gmail.com. Shoot John an email.
Yeah.
He'll see what he can do for you. If he can do it, he will. If he can't, he can't. But we'll do our best for you.
Yeah.
We don't do this for a living. We just want to find people their favorite sword or, which we had somebody come in this week and was like, this should be double. How come this isn't double? We're like, we don't do this for a living. Yeah, but you can sell this for money. We don't do this for a living. Yeah, but we just try to get like, look, idiot, we don't do this for a living. So we try to, our prices will really reflect that. Umanori Hakama, besides anything black, white, and red. Umanori, that's the one where there's no separate legs, right? Chichan, Umanori Hakama. What's the other Hakama? Umanori to... Umanori wa... Oh. Novakamaだった。それが single の Ando. Ando is the other Hakama. That's where it's like a single. Yeah. Umanori is just, that's just standard Hakama now. Go to seidoshop.com, SEIDOSHOP, seidoshop.com. They make an organic one out of multiple colors. I own like 5 of them. They're really awesome. Seidoshop.com, SEIDOSHOP. It's actually a Japanese company based in Japan, but it's started by a French guy. And this level of detail and quality is insane. They'll stitch the pleats in. They'll customize every facet. They are amazing. Price range of some of the ones John's showing off. These are in the 300s. Mm-hmm. How would one go about getting a katana identified? Found one at a yard sale with signature under the handle. So starts the process. Get on some of the Facebook groups, some of the katana groups, post pictures, post clear pictures. Do not take a file. Do not clean the tang at all. Don't try to clean it off. Try to get as many pictures as you can. Make sure that kanji are oriented properly. Don't take a picture upside down and wonder why people don't answer your questions. If you don't know how kanji are oriented, just research it online. Post pics. Huge community that will come out and help you and answer questions. But that's my suggestion. If you have something, you can email John or I, or get on our Discord and post a pic on Discord. My wife and I have a Japanese translation interpretation business, so typically we don't do that shit for free, but a lot of people out there do. So, take advantage of it. But there's some really good Facebook groups if you're on Facebook.
I just totally forgot we had this.
It's such a beautiful sword. The best part of the higher end cloud hammer is the Hishigami, making the wrap really tight. I agree. 11 to 6 closed Mondays. Yeah. 11 to 6 closed Mondays. Hopefully we're
weekend
answering.
hours, we usually close by 4 o'clock
Yeah.
on weekends. Bamboo Legacy.
I named it Bamboo Legacy. Quit giving me shit. If you had your naming, if you don't just name everything Dragon this, Dragon that.
Color theme. This is the Sakurado. It's from a tate practitioner. She's trying to become an actress she's from Japan, but trying to break into the industry in movie industry in LA. And so we got her a Takemitsu, and she designed it with these. And so I like the design so much, we turned it into a sword.
This one's pretty. I love this cross-hatch Tsuba.
Manji.
Manji.
Not only does it have a Manji Tsuba, it has a Manji Hamon.
This thing is beautiful. Isn't that swiggity sweet?
Not a Manji, but a crisscrossy. Yeah. We go through phases. Like, it's like we don't have enough green. We end up with green.
No.
We don't have enough purple.
23, 40. 33と40と。何 Viewers.
Huh? Not
39, 40 viewers.
Let's shut down. It's like 11:30, so
I'm starving.
I'm starving.
All right, guys, we're going to shut down. So thanks for joining us. We're going to cut at 1:30-ish, I teach a class online from 1 to 2, actually.
And we'll do it on YouTube and on
It'll be after 2.
Facebook after 2.
It'll be after 2.
Yeah. So
And we're
this-
just gonna have fun. So don't get all like, your coach suck. We're just fucking around cutting with swords to show that they cut. We're not
the manji, I believe,
not
is 450. How much is the manji?
Manji for you? 475.
475.
T10.
All right. See you guys later.
Thanks for joining us. Take care.
All right. You know who's obnoxious?